Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 28-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 32 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in. Keon Coleman.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along, but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he's got it at the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Burden, the man on the move. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
What is going on?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Bears. It covers 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's to Burton. And he's in. What a try. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now. He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Buffalo. On play action, Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Chase Young. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Great, set. King, Field King. Field King.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Great. 73.
Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. This brought in out past the 20. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
What is up?
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Williams. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago. On fourth down, here's Matt Araiza to punt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On first down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Hurts. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard
line. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 7. And he's in! Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bills 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Great. Set.
To throw, Hurts. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No touch.
On the handoff, this is Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's 3rd and 7.
No touch. 181. Carl Leviani. No touch.
Hurts to throw. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Bills.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bills first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Great. Set. No touch.
Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Exiting the pocket right. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Williams to throw on second down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bears first down. A gain of 15. First down.
Now Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Headed left, buying time. Off he goes. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock is stopped with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chicago. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ray going to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. That's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. A play fake. Now Williams forced out wide. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Forced to his right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Luther. The intended target. It's second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tymee Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
A loss of 3 yards.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick hitting slant there, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Bears.
What is up?
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Right back to him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Throwing is Williams. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Get your money up. And the money down. On all of us. On my people now.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's complete to Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A run up the middle with Cook. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It is a big run by Cook. 38 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Start. Ready, right?
On 2nd down. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
What is up?
On the jet sweep, here's Burden. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2 yards.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up to second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Good throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
36-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 9. Again, it is Brooks. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago. His second rushing touchdown of the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Cook. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
And That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The Bills going to use the first of their timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
I'll stay forever.